What is up, everybody? How's everybody doing tonight on Facebook? Hey, wanted to just jump on here for a few minutes and kind of give you guys an update as to kind of what things are looking like as far as our church goes, what things are looking like as far as our student ministry goes, and really to kind of address a couple of thoughts probably that you've had. For one, there are those of you that are absolutely terrified right now and freaking out. And I would want to encourage you not to be freaked out. We are people of faith, and the Bible says that, God is in control and he can work through all things. And that includes disruptions like what we're experiencing. And to be honest, I've never experienced anything in my lifetime, and I'm not sure my parents ever really experienced anything in their lifetime. The other thing is there are those of you that feel like this is a little bit of an overreaction or a lot of an overreaction. And I can understand where you're coming from too. I would just say this, canceling school, canceling events and services, even though it's tough, it's hard. I know a lot of you are grieving in a sense, because your season ended, or at least ended for now. Or your things have been different as far as your normal schedule. I would like to say that, sometimes an overreaction looks like an underreaction down the road. And we've been talking a lot on Wednesday nights about guardrails, how God will have a standard and it'll be the edge, so to speak. And we need to set up guardrails several feet back from the edge, and that to keep us from going over the edge. And guardrails make us look a little weird and goofy and honestly sometimes stupid. But we're trying not to go over the edge. Well, honestly, what's been going on are guardrails people have put in place. And they do seem like overreactions, and they do seem a little bit weird and harsh and goofy in some cases. But I think they're meant to, like everybody's been talking about today, to lower the curve of the illnesses as it spreads. So, but I do have a few things to get to as far as our student ministry goes and church goes. And I'm sure you've heard by now the news that this Sunday is going to look a little bit different at our church. One thing we are not going to be doing is having Sunday school at or charge for students at 9:15, and we're not going to have Inside Out Sunday night or youth praise band practice on Sunday night. But we are going to have our worship service at the main building at 10:30 this Sunday. Now, that all being said, I know some churches are saying don't come. Here's where we're at right now. Hey, if you're not sick, you don't think you're sick, and you feel comfortable coming, come on. But if you think you might be, or you're just nervous about coming, we're going to try our best to live stream the service on Facebook, and we're going to, do our best. And by that, how the internet is in Whitehall. It is slow. And so sometimes the camera that I've been using on Wednesdays, we're going to use it at the main sanctuary Sunday. So, we'll do the best we can on that. But you'll be able to watch that way. I want to encourage you to, to stay connected to your small group, to keep, praying, to be here, in a sense, as much as you can. But like I said, if you're nervous or your parents say, hey, you can't come, honor your parents. And, watch it from home. It'll be streamed to our church's Facebook page. So you might want to like that or get with somebody that's already liked it and watch that on Sunday. Now, that all being said, we are also going to be not having services this coming Wednesday. But we're going to do something a little different. I am going to attempt my best, and I think we can pull it off, on doing basically a condensed service at 7 o'clock. It'll be online. It'll be streamed. Where is it going to be streamed? Probably the student ministry Facebook page. I'm just having a hard time getting on the right platform for folks. But anyway, that's what we're going to be doing. This Wednesday, and I'll be talking more about that as we get closer, probably on Tuesday night, kind of giving you guys a heads up about all that. Also, a lot of you guys have asked, I say a lot of you guys, 16 of you guys signed up to go to Mission Arlington, and you've been asking, hey, are we still going over spring break? And here's the deal, we're not. And the biggest reason we're not is, we've been hearing from our governor and different things about curbing travel, not just abroad, but, across state lines and stuff like that. And We don't want to spread anything we have, and we don't want to get anything from anybody else. And I'm devastated by this. I know many of you are devastated by this, but we've had to take a step back from this trip. And so here's the plan. We're going to refund your money. If you paid to be on this trip, we'll make sure to get that money back to you, or you can apply it towards your camp balances for Camp U. And many of you may be wondering, are we going to do anything over spring break? I really can't say, because I don't know where this is going, so to speak, in the short term. And so if we do, we'll let you know. But anyhow, that's about all I've got. I will say this: my sons got together. Somebody was really generous at Christmas, and they got us another arcade game, and it's been in a box, and so they put it together. And I'm going to try to play this video. I have no idea if it's going to show up on Facebook or if you even care to watch it, but everything's been so kind of crazy serious. I thought I'd play something that's not. So check this out. Sorry. Anything you want to say?
I beat Zane. Actually, I beat you. Look at my score.
That wasn't my score. That was his score. I actually would have done
Zane, that is terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, that is absolutely gross.
That was you, Dad.
Hey, I said the new high score.
You're the first person to play the machine, so it's not really fair.
Well, actually, we played it in there when we were after.
That's true.
And I still beat him.
I said that high score, actually.
All right.
Also.
Okay. You're like two old men.
The bad thing about this, Dad, is somebody can get mad. They can
Take
turn
that
it
for
off.
you, Dad.
Okay, so what do you want to say to everybody about this new machine? What do they need? What do they need to be aware of?
There's an off button on the right side of
Okay.
this, so you can rage quit and turn it off.
No, do not rage quit. Okay, what do you need to say? I mean, like it.
Don't break it. I mean, like it. Look how wiggly it is.
Yeah.
Plus, first of all, it has stools
Yes.
and it has volume.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing about it. If you set on it, if you're rough with it, it's not going to last, right?
Yeah.
So you look a little tired.
And don't unscrew these red knobs because they unscrew.
Yeah.
And look, there's one game, 2 game, 3 game, 4 game, 5 game, 6 games, 6 Pac-Man games.
Oh, that's pretty cool. All right.
All different.
Okay. All right. Thank you, guys.
Sweet.
Anyway, I don't even know if you guys could hear the audio or that or not. Hey, one final word before I go. Just something that really occurred to me today is, what do you do when your life is turned upside down and you are in a place you've never been before and you really didn't ask for it? And that could be, what we're going through with the coronavirus thing. It could also be maybe an illness that you're going through. I know a lot of you that are watching know somebody, or maybe you yourself have experienced, somebody that's gone through cancer or going through cancer, that battle with that terrible disease, or you just find yourself in this place. What do you do? Well, you can focus on, obviously what's different and freak out. You can look at what hasn't changed, and that's a good thing. Looking, hopefully at your family and just the blessings you've got. But I'm going to tell you the best thing you can do. The best thing we can do, especially as believers, is to focus when things are crazy, when we're in uncharted territory. It's to focus on the things that will never change. And the thing that will never change is Jesus. I want you to look at this verse. It's Hebrews 13:8. And it basically says that Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever. Jesus is the same in the past. He's the same right now. And he's the same in the future. And the reality is, I don't know what the future holds. And neither do you. We can speculate. We can guess. We can honestly freak out about it. But I can tell you who's in the future. I can tell you who knows what forever's like. And that's Jesus. And that's who we need to focus on right now. If for no other reason, one of the blessings, if I can even say that word, that is coming from this, is that it's given you and me time to hit the pause button and to focus on the things that matter. All the things that we've lost, that we're grieving, that are hurtful, that we're frustrated with, mad about, those are all temporary things. Even church services. But the things that are eternal, Jesus, that's something that can never be taken away. So I encourage you, spend some time with God every day. Pray, read His Word, seek His face, ask God to give you wisdom. I'm praying that you'll stay healthy. I'm hoping to see some of you in person on Sunday. Those that can't, I hope you'll watch online again this Sunday at 10:30 at the main campus. I love you guys. I will get off here now. I love y'all. God bless.